Hello and welcome to another game of Dota 2, and this is gonna be the losers bracket finals for the StarLadder Qualification. And you're asking, why are they qualifying? Isn't it a ladder system? You're absolutely right, it is a ladder system. But there is, of course, as you might know, a team that have dropped out of the Star Series. We as Asian are disbanded, so they need to have a replacement for that. And to do that, they open up a qualifier, an invitational qualifier, by the way. So these teams are all invited, and we are gonna see which one of the 16 teams that were invited are gonna be, well, which one, because there's only one spot, which one is gonna be taking up that spot of We as Asian. And so far there's only 3 teams left that have the chance. That is these 2 teams, Natural 9 and GrandFatherS, and the team that is already in the grand finals, because it is a double elimination bracket. It is Power Rangers that was already, well, is already up on the finals, and Power Rangers is actually the team that dropped down both of these teams to the losers bracket. And this is only a best out of 1. Only one of these 2 teams is gonna be able to go to Star Series. Now, one thing that's quite interesting to note is that, of course, we have a team with PGG. It is GrandFatherS. Now, PGG was in a team 25 up until last week when he lost the relegation matches with this team 25. And the relegation matches are also StarLadder matches to switch from Pro Series to Star Series. And they actually lost that, and they went then to Pro Series, but the team actually disbanded after that, because they didn't make, or at least, I don't know exactly why, but they didn't make it to the Star Series. Here we have PGG trying again, a different team this time, and a different team that is actually very successful, because they do make it into these loser bracket finals. They were the last one to get dropped down by Power Rangers before Power Rangers established themselves in the finals. And they're gonna want a rematch. It is only one chance they have, though, and we're gonna see how they're gonna try to do this, how they're gonna try and take this game. But they have done their homework. Look at that ban from GrandFatherS. They banned out the anti-mage. Now, we've only seen Hurricane playing the anti-mage so far every single time, so he's gonna be forced to play something else right now. And with GrandFatherS already picking up the Keeper of the Light, they're at a risk of facing the Phantom Lancer if they don't pick it up right now. We have got the anti-mage and Magnus banned out as well, together with a Nyx Assassin and a Bat Rider, so we do have the Darkseer still in, and we saw Shaitan having some great games with that, great game with that previous one. So we might see him trying to do that one again. We also have the Undying still in, the Wisp still in, you know, every single one of those heroes is still in, and they're going to be picking up the Darkseer once more, and the Rubik, so having a solid support on their side is going to be the pickup that they are going to take. Now, GrandFatherS, they could make their lane strong with, for example, a Phantom Lancer and a Shadow Demon or Phantom Lancer, something else. A Rubik would have been great, but, you know, that's already denied to them. Maybe even a Jakir or you know, maybe even something with just a solid stun, but they need something to initiate stuff with.
10 seconds.
So a Shadow Demon would be great, Rubik would be better, but yeah, like I said, no longer possible. But are they gonna go for that lane? Are they gonna go for that Phantom Lancer, Keeper of the Light? We have seen it before. It is very annoying to face, and you have to be very you know, careful not to get picked off, because you're gonna get harassed to death, like literally, because of that Phantom Lance from the Phantom Lancer. But there's a lot of combinations with that Keeper of the Light that you can make. I mean, basically, Keeper of the Light is always a good pickup, so you can't go wrong with it. Same thing goes for Rubik, by the way. So they don't need to go for Phantom Lancer. We could also see a Wisp CK pickup, for example, or something else with a Wisp. Like Tiny Keeper of Light is actually very nice, because of course, you know, Tiny having that great combination. But the thing is about a Tiny with the combination, once he does it once, he's out of mana. Not with the Keeper of Light, though. He can just replenish the mana, and they can continue to get it there. To continue with well, what's it called? The combination. Wow. It's gonna be an Undying and a Queen of Pain. So Queen of Pain is gonna be in the mid lane, probably going the way of GrandFatherS. And Undying, of course, a hero that we have seen often on an aggressive trial lane. The thing is that I'm worried about, or curious about rather, not worried about, is which hero is going to be left there to be on that lane together with the Keeper of Light and Undying. Because Phantom Lancer is going to probably get banned out. We're going to probably see Gyrocopter getting banned out as well. Because Gyrocopter Undying is actually pretty decent. But
10 10 seconds.
Which heroes are going to be left to be a carry for these teams? And better yet,
5 seconds remaining.
if all the carries are, if Natural 9 is planning on banning those carries, they might want to pick up their own carry right now just to make sure that they have the hardest carry in the game. But they're taking their time. Both teams are actually taking their time. If you look at the bonus time, there is only 15 seconds left on Natural 9 and 25 left on GrandFatherS.
10 seconds remaining.
So we're gonna have to see them picking up something very soon, and it's gonna be a puck, so it's gonna be some hero that can be on the offlane. I mean, Natural 9 in theory are done. They can have safe lane Darkseer, safe lane Puck, safe lane Rubik. They can have mid lane Rubik, mid lane Puck, mid lane Darkseer, off lane Darkseer, off lane Rubik, off lane Puck. Now, of course, we know that Darkseer can, of course, go into the jungle as well, and we're kind of expecting Rubik to be playing a support. So, you know, we kind of know what they're aiming for. But it's nice that they have not given away what kind of carry they want to pick up. GrandFatherS, so like I said, they've done their homework. They're gonna ban out the Chen, probably also gonna be banning out that Nature's Prophet that Godot likes to play. And just to make sure that Natural 9 is not going to have that jungle hero that they really want to have, and either be forced to have the Darkseer there or the Enigma, but not any of the heroes that I just mentioned. We're going to be seeing what Natural 9 needs to ban out. I mean, GrandFatherS, they have got the mid lane, they need a carry still, and they need an off lane. So you can ban out Windrunner, Beastmaster, having those banned out. You can ban out Lifestealer and Phantom Lancer, but you know what the thing is? If you're banning out carries right now, I mean, GrandFatherS does have first pick, so they could just pick up
Dire team banned.
any carry that they are still left into the game, and that would mean that Natural 9 will be forced to pick up a different carry again, so they could like be shooting themselves in the foot by banning out too many carries, because that means that they will also ban out the carry that they might want to be playing, or they'll force GrandFatherS to pick up the carry that they want to have instead. And I'm sorry, this time I will not forget to check the ping. I will remind you though, these games are being placed on US East, as Natural 9 is of course from Australia. Well, most of them are, 3 of them are, and 2 of them aren't, with one coming from Sweden and one comes from who knows where. We don't actually know. We've got a Klinks actually being banned out by Natural 9, so I don't want to be facing that. I mean, if there's going to be an aggressive trial lane, a safe lane in Klinks would be great to have. And we actually have a ban out from GrandFatherS, that is the Phantom Lancer. They don't want to play it themselves, they don't want Natural 9 to play it, and they are going to be banning it out. And now Natural 9 getting forced to ban out maybe more of those heroes that can be solo on the top lane. Lone Druid would be a nice one to ban out. Is another hero that can go solo on a safe lane and be like this giant strength in the late game, and hard to shut down as well. If there's indeed going to be an aggressive trial, and at the same time banning out more carries for that aggressive trial that you do not want to face is a possibility as well. And I can actually check out the ping right now since we're waiting anyway. Wow, we can type
10
ping,
seconds remaining.
ping, typing it twice. We have got of course GrandFatherS. They are at around 200 ping. And it is Natural 9 that is switching between 200, 300, and wow, 170 is the lowest, and that's on Tim, on the one from Sweden. So it's slightly in favor of GrandFatherS, but you have to remember, Lone Druid is indeed banned out, so no real surprise there. But you have to remember, Natural 9 is kind of used to playing on LAN servers. GrandFatherS is not. And that is a big difference. So take that into consideration. But at the same time, I mean, it should not be making that big of a difference that it can cost them the game. We'll see how that's gonna go. So what other heroes could Natural 9 ban out? That would be one of those great menaces that is gonna be on the solo short lane. Shadow Demon actually getting banned out there by GrandFatherS. Don't want to be facing that one. Maybe we're gonna see a Faces Void getting banned out still. But like I said, Natural 9, they're also closing down their own pool of carries to pick up. We still have the Faces Void in there. We still have the Mirana, which is lately being picked up. Lifestealer, of course, one of those as well. And Lifestealer can be solo on the safe lane. We have seen it being done before, and it actually sometimes works. Not all the times. We've seen it not work in a previous game that we had. But in theory it can work. We're gonna see it though. We are gonna see it because they are gonna be having to ban out someone real soon. They only have 16 seconds left in total with 6 seconds into their bonus time. And the rest still ticking away, and they're gonna ban out the Sven, so that's the one that they don't want to be facing. And the first pick in the second pick round goes again to GrandFatherS. Which hero do they want to have? And more importantly, are they gonna pick up a carry already? And kind of give away to Natural 9 what they should be countering? Or are they gonna pick up a solo lane? And that's a solo lane. Lifestealer is the case. At least that's what I'm expecting. The solo laning Lifestealer. And there are still options open for carries to be picking up together with an Undying. I mean, be that Faceless Void, be that Gyrocopter, one of the two is at least gonna still be there. Natural 9, they do have an okay-ish lineup to go with that Faceless Void if they really want to have it, with the orb flying through, with the Fade Bolt, with the Vacuum helping to get more people in there, and more, of course, more importantly, more people in there for the Cleaves of the Faceless Void. But do they want to have that? No, they want to go for the Weaver, which is quite interesting because it is a very squishy hero. So if he is going to have to fight early game, then he is going to be having a tough time. At the same time, he is a great hero to pick off that the Tombstone up from the Undying. And he, in theory, could also be solo, even though we are not really expecting that, because we're expecting Darkseer and Puck to be solo, and then Lifestealer and Weaver on the safe lane, and having still a jungle hero, because Enigma is still in the pool, they could still pick that up, Enchantress is even still there, and more importantly, Nature's Prophet is still in the pool, and we do know that Godot loves to play Nature's Prophet. And yes, as the people also say, we still have a Luna in the pool as well as a carry. Even though I'm not sure if she's going to be picked up here, so I didn't really mention her yet because, I mean, aggressive trialing is all nice and fun, but Luna is more like a bit of a pushing hero. Aggressive, and you kind of don't want to place her on the aggressive trialing. She doesn't have that much range. She can't really do that much. And it's gonna be a Night Stalker, and that was not a hero I was expecting, but I do like it. I like it a lot. We're gonna see probably a tri-laning Night Stalker, unless, well, to be fair, Lifestealer can also be on the tri-lane and the Night Stalker on the safe lane and is farming. And well, if Lifestealer is gonna be on the tri-lane, then we might not see an aggressive tri-lane after all. Anyways, it is at least something that we weren't expecting, something that Natural 9 wasn't expecting probably, and something that is not nice if you're up against, or at least if you are a Nature's Prophet, because that Nature's Prophet is gonna get silenced, is gonna get ganked in the jungle at the first nighttime, and Night Stalker is gonna have a ball there.
5 seconds remaining.
So we're gonna see what are they gonna pick. It's still the Enchantress, so that's still their jungle hero. Again though, Night Stalker not the best hero to be have against you if you are an Enchantress, but we're gonna see how they're gonna be doing with that. Anyways, let's jump ourselves out of this game into this game, as in out of this overlay into this overlay. As you once again can see that we do have a bit of a change from Valve, from these sides being a lot darker, etc. But it's now over, so you can't see it anymore. We have a pulse coming up from GrandFatherS. Let's see who's gonna be playing what, as we are in the game of the losers bracket finals between GrandFatherS and Natural 9. This game is available in the game client. If you want to look this game up, by the way, you can just look for Natural 9 in the team profiles and click on one of their players. You can go to the chat channel called Sheever and find me there, right click on me for my Dota profile, and then watch game. It is all possible to watch this game inside the client. We're gonna have Azen playing the Queen of Pain in this game. We're gonna have PGG gonna be playing his Night Stalker. Macdeath on the Lifestealer. Is gonna be Artyom playing the Undying with Ninja on the Keeper of the Light. And on the Radiant side, we're gonna have Natural 9 preparing for battle. Godot gonna be playing the Enchantress, no surprise there. Shaitan on the Puck, and this time it's gonna be Risk on the Darkseer. So we're gonna have a Puck mid, Darkseer, long lane solo. Tim will be playing the Rubik, and we have Harakun, this time not on his anti-mage, but he is gonna be playing a Weaver this game. And I'm quite curious to see how this is gonna be going to turn out, because to be fair, I haven't seen Harakun on anything else but an anti-mage so far. And that anti-mage has worked out great. But is it gonna be the same with the Weaver? And for them to have instantly a Weaver rather than something that is, in my opinion, a bit more solid, like a Faceless Void, is interesting to watch. It's gonna be interesting to watch for sure, as they do have a lot of counter push. So if they need some more time for Weaver to farm up, they can buy themselves some time with the orbs, with the iron shells, with the fate balls. They do have a semi-turtle lineup, so they can go for that. And at the same time, are they really gonna get pushed hard? Well, maybe around mid game. Like, the thing about this lineup is, well, yeah, you have a couple of things. By the way, the reason I say Night Stalker would be nice in Tri-Lanes is because I've seen it a lot in the Asian scene. I see the question coming out in the chat. Night Stalker Tri-Lane in the Asian scene is pretty common. So, or at least maybe a while back. Maybe I'm outdated, but I've seen it a lot. And it's gonna be PGG. PGG has been known to play mid lane now, but Aizen, I don't know. Maybe Aizen is gonna be safe lane. There's a lot of potential for both to go either side. But what I wanted to say is that you have got a Lifestealer that can jump himself in the Queen of Pain, so that's a Nyx bomb right there. You have got a pushing power from the Illuminate, you've got pushing power from the Tombstone, and if you're gonna be diving towers, Night Stalker is great to have that. So maybe that's well, maybe, I mean, that's basically the situation with the Night Stalker and the Queen of Pain. Same thing also. When that nighttime hits, when that level 6 is up also on Aizen, or level 8 rather, for Aizen, depending on what kind of playstyle he wants to play as Queen of Pain today, we're gonna see them trying to gank people, and when those ganks are successful, those towers will be going down fairly fast, as we see them looking for action inside that jungle. But we do also have Natural 9 roaming around with 5, seeing if they can find some action. They're gonna try to ward here probably, if they can.
30 seconds to battle.
Making sure that that small camp is blocked for the Enchantress, perhaps. No, they're gonna be finding people there. Open wounds upon Risk, but he has got an iron shell, so really, do you want to stand right next to him and attack him? Nice orb hits on everybody. Telekinesis up on Macbeth, but Risk still so low. Risk goes down. First blood. It goes to Artyom, and they want to go for more. They want to go for more kills. Godot gonna get a void, gonna get a decay on him, but Pops itself will be fine. Keeper of Light not so fine though, gonna get picked off on the side by Shatan on his puck, so get something in return, as we do see Artyom getting a telekinesis, gonna try to get himself out. Another decay going through. Now here comes Night Stalker. He's gonna let his teammate just die, and his teammate will die. And again, Puck picking up the kill. Shatan having 2 for 0, and he is gonna have a good mid lane up against Night Stalker most likely. Night Stalker's gonna have a fast bottle, at least that's what he's going for. He had of course got that assist. He doesn't have the first blood money though, and there is 2 kills worth of money up on Shatan, so this mid lane is already gonna be going a bit towards him. Even though the first blood of course went to GrandFatherS, but that doesn't matter in this case. Something that PGG has to be really careful about. We're gonna have Aizen by himself on the top safe lane. He's gonna be up against Risk, and he is gonna be okay versus that. I mean, he's a ranged hero. He can be arrested a bit by that iron shell. Gonna see though, he picked up a shield on Risk, so he might try to tower skip at some point. And look at that, Aizen already getting arrested a lot by those creeps. If she's gonna have to hit below that tower a lot, then she's gonna have a tough time. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, the harassment continues. We do have an aggressive trial, and it's gonna be with the Lifestealer there still though. It's gonna be Macbeth together with Ninja. We're gonna try to get some damage done upon this Weaver. We do have Macbeth being very low there as well though, but he can eat himself back up to life with his lifesteal of course there. Doing his name justice. We have got Rubik together with the Enchantress. Godot coming with 2 Satire Hellcallers. Now don't underestimate the damage that they do, because early in the game that is a massive amount of damage. That's 1, that's 2. Look at that. Macbeth so close to dying. And there goes the Salve already being popped off. Illuminate flying through. Telekinesis there. Macbeth going down. But we might also have Rubik going down though, and more Satire Hellcallers orbs flying through. Shockwaves I should say. Rubik still dies to the Keeper of the Light, but as does Undying to the Enchantress. And all those Hellcallers, I mean, they can land 6 of those, and that's so much damage going through already. 125 for each shockwave that hits. And when you're still level 1 and level 2, that is so painful to deal with. So in the meantime, we do have the bottle up on PGG. It's gonna land some harassment here on the puck actually also. Gonna have a double damage room for PGG though, sorry, for Shatan though. That's gonna be trouble for PGG when he pops it, if he pops it in time. If PGG is low enough. He does have only 1 bottle charge left, and we do have them having a rune up. I was gonna say we missed a rune. It's the haste rune on the bottom lane, and it's gonna get guarded by Rubik. So nobody is coming for it just yet. Illuminate will fly through. Gonna be dodged by the Weaver. I like that this Weaver has got 4 assists but no kills. But, oh well, he's doing okay actually. I mean, he's getting experience, solo experience against a trial lane, and I mean, this is good for him. Yes, he's up against an aggressive trial lane. That is trouble for him regardless. But if you're, yeah, I don't know what I was saying because I was distracted by the check. Ooh, nice harassment. Nice stock actually goes down. That was a double damage turn, I was gonna say. That's for your impertinence, and that's PGG going down in the mid lane. Stop distracting me, chat. Bad. But yeah, if you're up against an aggressive trial lane, there is 2 things that aggressive trial lane wants to do. They want to kill you, or they want to make sure you're not getting experience. Right now, Harakun is getting experience. He's there for kills, even though he doesn't get them, and the kills actually go towards Grandfather more than they are towards Natural 9. Slightly. And it's working out for him just fine. So far, his supports, Macbeth's supports that is, Undying and the Keeper of Light, they can't get experience anywhere else but from kills or from the lane. For the supports for Natural 9, that's a whole different ballgame because they can stack and pull with this ward actually not blocking that camp, being very sad there. But they can block and stack and pull and get experience there. So really doesn't matter as long as Weaver stays alive, and they also are going to be a bit more in the jungle. It's of course a dual lane there. So it's working out for Natural 9, and it's definitely not working out for GrandFatherS right now. They need to have a bit more control there on this bottom lane, a bit more aggression. So far they don't really have that just yet. We have got PGG, he's got his boots if he wants them. As we're gonna see Shaitan, he's on 24 for 2 with PGG 17 for 2. I mean, after his death he's become a lot more careful. His main thing is to try to get as many last hits as he can, and then at level 6 he's gonna roam around trying to get kills. I mean level 6, I mean basically 5 minutes 52 seconds in, because that's when the first nighttime hits, so he has 1 minute to go before it hits. Maybe he can get his next level in that as well, but we're gonna see if he's actually gonna be able to do that, as Weaver just used the Shikushi to get a ring of health. He's gonna be even harder to annoy. Now they need the burst damage to go through, because harassment alone is not gonna cut it, because he'll heal himself right back up with that ring of health.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So you've got Risk, he is indeed creep skipping slightly. It's 22 for 3, and Aizen so far is 20 for 11, so yeah, Risk getting the better of that one. Has got a soul ring as well, and now Aizen gonna try to do something against Risk here. Maybe he can. I mean, he can land a Shadow Strike and force him a bit back, but he doesn't want to miss that much experience in last hit, so he's just gonna be going back towards the tower and gonna try to last hit under it as much as he can. Talking about last hitting under a tower, Illuminate. This is the new strategy coming off from GrandFatherS. They would just want to continue going for that push, as in just harassing and annoying that Weaver to death if they can. So far no luck though. So far Weaver level 6 already used his time lapse just now, and is gonna be just fine. Level 3 still on a life stealer, and that's a big difference, and that is not a good thing going the way of things. Oh wait, PGG. Hello nighttime. Hello top lane. Risk is gonna be the target. He has got a Void, he's got a Silence. Level 7 versus level 6, and he is not gonna be able to find him though. He didn't know he was still hanging around there, and this is just a victory lap for PGG, or at least, you know, just walking around. That's a main tricky part about a Night Stalker. Like, Night Stalker is great in nighttime, and everybody always says, well, first nighttime very important, need to get those kills, need to roam around. But you can only roam around and get kills if you actually know that you are going to be able to get kills. In the meantime, on the bottom lane we have Macbeth. He's going to try to get away from this one, but it looks like he's not going to be able to do that. Going to be locked inside a net from the Toro Warlord, and the Fade Bolt from Tim finishing it off. Another kill going the way of Natural 9. And we do have PGG backers at the middle lane. So yeah, it's good to get kills in nighttime. It's actually great to have it, but if you're not sure that you're gonna be getting kills and roaming around otherwise without doing anything, it's hurting you more than just running around. It's hurting you more to run around without kills than to just stick on the lane and have free farm. Now he doesn't have free farm, I know. But still, it's running that round there without finding anybody, it was quite painful. As we do have another aggression going off on this bottom lane. It's actually going to be Undying to go down. Weaver time-lapsing away from that one, and that is going to be the second kill in a row for this bottom lane. And this is an aggressive trial lane being, well, I wouldn't say crushed, but they are definitely not an aggressive trial lane anymore, because the aggression is totally out of them, and they have to be so very careful. Their sentry ward has been picked off, and we're actually going to see, yeah, oh my god, he just picks that one up. And I mean, Macbeth knows he can't go on him. He knows he can't. That Shikushi is just too short of a cooldown. Without a sentry ward, that's just hopeless. And they do have a sentry ward around here still, but you know, Lane's not there, so can't really go there with the Weaver. So that is another kill going the way of Natural 9. We have the gold graph, of course, spiking up. It's going towards the 4k gold. Experience graph towards 6k. It's very convincing as Macbeth is going to be getting a lot of harassment here again. Weaver, 1800 gold. Curious to see if he's going to go for Lincoln's or he wants to go for fast Radiance.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Both are, of course, possible. In the meantime, Macbeth is still trying to get some farm going, as we have got the net worth showing that, yeah, Radiant side pretty heavily in favor. All lanes, every single lane that they are on, they are in favor of last hits. And PGG hasn't, since that first round that he did, not catching out Risk on his Darkseer, he's not caught anybody, and he just lost his tower as well. With Puck, of course, being the person that did it. Oh, let's see if we can get him now, though, coming in. But yeah, Risk realizing someone is missing, getting the missed call from his teammate, knowing that he should be hiding behind his tower, and he does. And this time we see PGG trying to go for a bit more thorough approach, but he should have done that in the previous time he was here. He should have done it the previous time that he was here, because that time he might have actually been able to find Risk. Now he cannot, now he's wasting even more time, and he's actually going to be just TPing bottom instead. See if he can get a kill on the Wisp. Do they have another sentry ward? They need another sentry ward, or they need that silence up straight away. But they can't find him, or here they come. Here they come. Where's the silence? Nope, not in time. That was nothing. Night Stalker not getting it, and they're not getting anything done right here. They need a target. They can't find it though. And the more time they make PGG waste, the better it is for Natural 9. I mean, that graph will just continue to go up. That's a TP wasted, that's a laps around the top lane wasted, and a visit towards the bottom lane wasted. And we're still seeing Hurricane going for this though, and he's gonna get another kill. Killing spree for him right now. Finally getting something more than just assist, and maybe he can get Macbeth as well. Looks like he can, but the rage is there, but his right clicks that he should be worried about. One more hit needed. That gets it, the Gemini attack! Double kill going for Hurricane, the Gemini attack doing the works. Even without a time lapse, being quite ballsy. Mana Boots helping everybody out here. And PGG back towards the mid lane farming. Not getting anything out of his little excursions. And of course we still have Shaitan, who hasn't been rotating around that much either. But he has just been free farming, so you know, why switch? Why go somewhere else? He finished up his Blink Dagger. He can go a lot more aggressive right now if he would want to. And we have got another excursion here again from Night Stalker. PGG actually, by the way, didn't pick up his ultimate just yet. Might still try to do that to extend the nighttime with level 9, but we're gonna see if he's actually gonna be doing that. So far though, it's not mattering that much if he has it or not, because he's not getting anything done in night times anyway, so it doesn't really need it specifically. Maybe he can go get on the bottom lane, but they need to have that right positioning. And there is of course the Radiant ward right here, so if PG is just running around there, they do know what they can expect. They know where he'd be, and they know to get back or to try and gank him perhaps. In the meantime, Hurricane has been in 9 kills out of the 10. Pretty impressive on his behalf. The only kill that he hasn't been in is of course PGG dying in the middle lane by himself towards, oh wait a second, he found a target. Silence up, Void up, and TP's incoming. Puck. Shaitan wants to get some battle going on here, but it is PGG that actually backs off. But yeah, it's gonna be a Lincoln's for the Weaver. He's doing just fine, so why the rush, right? Why the rush indeed. Natural 9 getting ahead in this game quite convincingly. And Night Stalker invisibility room, but you know, where is he gonna go bottom this time? They have a sentry ward standing top, ready for that Weaver, and who's actually gonna try to man fight the Undying. Sonic Wave flying through though, Aizen coming in, and Lifestealer actually goes down on the top lane, getting ganked up by Shaitan as well as Risk. And that's gonna be a tier 1 tower going down, because here come Godot as well as Tim, and they are just gonna join up with their teammates. There's nobody there though, everybody is on the bottom lane. to try and do something against this Weaver, but Weaver is saying, you know what, I'm just sitting here for experience, so you can do whatever you want to do. Look at that harassment. That's so much damage going to the Keeper of Light. And yeah, the tower will probably die if they're not gonna TP, and by the looks of it they don't. We also have the Night Stalker coming in with an invisibility rune, so that silence is gonna be pretty important. But you know, Weaver, he knows that he's not alone. He knows that there's a lot of people there, and that if they weren't, they would be top. So he's gonna be trying to get away, and they do now also see that guy. Silence is up there. They realize it. There's a scream. He tries to run away. The silence is already off. Shikushi away, and if they cannot get this kill, and if they're gonna give him a kill instead, that would be so devastating. Puck coming in or clearing him out, and that's indeed Harakun picking up another kill. Fateful PGG trouble. And he goes down. Shaitan getting a double kill for that one, and the rest of the team of GrandFatherS already backed off, with Aizen being the one that went towards the mid lane, as we have the top lane already back for the lifestealer, who's going to take a lot of harassment from Risk right here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And that's going to be another tier 1 tower going down by the looks of it. And there's really nothing the GrandFatherS can do here. They don't have their lineup to take these fights. Like, if they had some kind of extra team fight that they could take their opponents with, they could have used that. But they banked on an aggressive trail lane, which didn't work out at all. Then they had a safe lane Aizen, which didn't really want his lane either, as we do see Undying still dropping as well, as a Dream Coil hits up on 2. Oh, Ninja, trouble, trouble, trouble. But he's gonna be able to get away. Ford still hitting up on Godot because he can. And Shaitan getting some extra harassment from the Illuminate, but they are backing off. 2300 gold up on the puck. Yeah, GrandFatherS, they just don't have the means to fight it just yet. They need more farm. Like I said at the start of the game that you want to have those ganks. That's true, you still do, but they can't find them. What are you gonna do when you can't find those ganks that you desperately need? You're gonna need to farm. You're gonna need to prepare for late game. You're gonna need to prepare for something that your lineup is not suitable for specifically. So you're gonna have to outplay rather than outpick. You have to outplay always, but you know what I mean. It just becomes a lot more important, and we're gonna see if they're gonna be able to do that, because it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be an uphill battle for sure, as this Weaver, who's normally a late game Weaver, he's got a 15-minute Lincolns. And by the way, if you're wondering why doesn't he have boots, he doesn't need boots because he got a Shikushi with a 6-second cooldown. So that means that he can walk faster than boots every 6 seconds. So in theory, you don't really need boots on Weaver. You still want boots though. I mean, it's nice. I'm all for boots on Weaver. Sometimes people just don't do it. They would consider it a waste of gold. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. Sorry, my bad. Shouldn't curse. Yeah, so that happened. And we've got Queen of Pain, 1400 gold now. I did say he didn't win top lane. He did do okay though. I mean, he is the harmless farmer on his team. The highest net worth, that is. But look at the difference between the rest. It is over 2k gold difference, which is quite a big amount at 60 minutes into the game. Weaver is going to see that Ninja is still hanging around there. The K is going through. Let's see if he can do something here. If he can bait something out, that he can maybe get a double kill out of this, and he's indeed going for it, but that is the kill. Shikushi damage doing the works, and the Shikushi damage actually got increased, as you might know, and he's gonna turn around. He's gonna go for that guy. There he goes. Let's see if he can get that one. Shikushi is all that it takes. Should be able to get it if he gets the damage for it, and the Gemini attack. Bam, you're dead. Double kill. He gets it. It's gonna be locked in position though, because here comes the Night Stalker with the silence, with the void, and
under attack.
What just happened? I don't think PGG was very good at hide and seek. Just saying. Lifestealer, by the way, died on the top lane as he got ganked by Shaitan as well as by Risk. So that happened at the same time as PGG was not finding Weaver, even though he was just standing there doing his thing. It was funny, but awkward. Kind of awkward. Really awkward. Yeah, really awkward. Let's keep it at that. We do have a tier 2 tower, of course, dropping on the top lane. Let's see if they can force out some other towers, because the pressure is on. We have pressure on all 3 lanes coming up from Natural 9. Bottom lane is still the territory of the Weaver, who hasn't left his lane just once. But still, even if he didn't leave his lane, he's been in 14 of the 18 kills. Because every time they've tried to kill off the Weaver, they've been able to turn it around. At the same time, there's 3 heroes in the mid lane trying to get some harassment up on the tier 2, and they're also going to be joined soon by Risk on his Darkseer. Let's see if they can take it again, because they're going to go for him again. They have got 3 heroes in this bottom lane. Illuminate's going to come in from the side. Macbeth taking a lot of harassment. Harakun is going to be trying to go for Macbeth, actually. We have Night Stalker dying in the mid lane in the meantime. We're going to see this guy, though. Oh, he jumps himself into a creep. Doesn't jump out with full HP, though, and he goes down! And now, Keeper of the Light once again. I think we have seen this one before, haven't we? One Gemini attack, so it takes after that Gemini... after that Chikushi. And that was Moladak. It's probably something that says that's not very nice, actually. But yeah, that was also a kill up on the Night Stalker. It wasn't in the mid lane, it was in the top lane rather. Again, probably the combination of Shatana and Risk being there, helping out. And indeed Risk picked up the kill. But this Weaver is just out of control. How is GrandFatherS gonna be able to stop this? This and I mean okay, I say Weaver. So right, yeah. So I think actually that any hero that would have been on the tri lane would have been able to do what Weaver was doing this game. Okay, Weaver has a nice escape mechanism. He has got the Shikushi and the time lapse, etc. But he got so much freedom, and the aggression from GrandFatherS didn't really happen. So, yeah, that's an out of control Weaver. And I mean, yes, we know that Weaver is out of control, right? He's got tons of kills. He's now 9 for 0 for 7, etc. But look at his net worth and see the difference between that and the Puck. Shatan has been having a great game as well, even though he's only been in 8 kills so far. Picked up 5 for himself. He's been farming nicely. He's got himself a Blink Dagger, got himself an Ultimate Orb, got himself 2,900 gold. So he is also doing great for himself, and of course slightly followed by Risk. The top laner, the off laner, Darkseer. It is a Shiva's Guard, it's a Mechanism, and 1,200 gold. They are doing great, and I mean the base items for GrandFatherS not up yet. They don't have a Mechanism. They don't have an armlet. They do, however, have now got a Dagon, as we see PGG getting dropped off in the middle. And Puck is gonna take a dive here, or is he not? Yes, he is. Aizen gonna make that happen on the Screen of Pain with a Sonic Wave. So at least they make a trade there. And they now also have got the Buckler up on the Undying. Damoy gets being sad. Now it has to be said that there is a no English on, or sorry, no English, I mean no Russian on the side of Natural 9. So they can't see what their opponents say. It is 22-3. It is pretty one-sided, but GrandFatherS, they apparently still have hope. They still think they can turn this around. They do have the Lifestealer as a hard carry. If he just gets enough farm, maybe he can do something. Maybe if Natural 9 makes a couple of mistakes they can profit from, they will be able to take this game back. And this is their last chance, just saying. Their last chance to still be in the finals for this StarLadder Qualifiers. This is only a best of 1. This is a losers bracket finals. After this game, one of these teams is going home. I realize I'm sounding like if you're like, never mind, I'm not even gonna say it. If you know what I sound like, then you know that what I sound like, so I don't have to say it again. So we are having Aizen. He's an X-Bomb. He's a level 2 Dagon. Also, they're gonna try to just pick up these heroes. It's gonna be the Rubik, but the Telekinesis is there first. Dagon, it will pick him up though. Macbeth picking up the kill now. Risk will be surging just past. Not gonna be going down here. In the meantime though, their structures on the bottom line are gonna be harassed. We have Night Stalker running away from the Weaver, who's just gonna continue bashing on the tower. Will be getting it and will Shikushi himself away. He's got a Radiance, by the way, complete, so we finished off that one. As we have the Gem of Truth set on the Keeper of the Light. They need to do something to try and stop him, but at the same time we saw Keeper of Light dying quite a lot of times against that Weaver, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. Like, maybe a 4-staff would have been better, and actually they might be able to get him, and that's the Aegis gone. PGG's gonna take a lot of damage from that impetus, one hit away from going down, but Godot can't get that last one in. Tombstone is up. Tombstone is down. Well, that was interesting. But yeah, that's a tier 3 down, so that's gonna be a naked barracks. In the meantime, on the top lane, we're gonna have Macbeth raging, TPing out, and Puck in the meantime, getting some extra control up his sleeve, has got himself a Scythe of Vice. These heroes are just so incredibly farmed. And I like this. Oh my god, we have got an enchant with the Rod of Athos, an item that you don't see every day. And it is the item that is great against a lot of heroes. You can slow down your targets with 60%. It got buffed, of course, in the patch a while back.
Dire's top tower
So it slows even more. It was 40%, I believe, before that. But it's a great item to have. And I mean, Godot already has one slow. See, it is nighttime, and Night Stalker is walking like that. Sonic Wave will clean out Enchantress regardless. Though we do have Rubik on the run, and also Void helping out, as well as the open wounds, and that is gonna be Rubik able to get away unless Aizen can blink forward. He does, of course, have got bottle charges, and he's gonna deny himself. There's no Roche to deny himself against. He's gonna try to hide, and he is successfully hiding inside the Roche pit. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, we do have more pressure coming on Weaver, going for the barracks. We do have PG being turned into a piglet. He turns around the moment he's out, though, gonna go help his teammate. Walks through the Darkseer walls. We have Macbeth. Gonna be slowed, 60%. There we have it once more. One more hit, two more hit. There we go. Dead. As PGG still died towards Chatan, and we do have the barracks getting picked up. And if there's not gonna be a GG anytime soon, I would be quite surprised, because Natural 9, they have just totally dominated this game. They've proven that even without an anti-mage up on Harakun, they can take this game as well. But for GrandFatherS, it's not over just yet. So let's see if they're gonna be able to turn the tides, and what they're gonna try to have. Of course, the Dagon helping out. Look at that. That's Enchantress going down. Aizen picking up the kill. Aizen hasn't died yet, by the way. He's been on 5 out of the 6 kills. So doing quite decently for himself, considering the situation his team finds themselves in. But he is still not gonna be able to carry his team. I do like that he's keeping buying Dagon levels, though. Like, he's level 3 already. Lifestealer bomb with a Dagon level 3. Risk gonna be the target if they can find him. Darkness being popped. Ward being placed, but nah, Risk is gonna be able to get himself out there. And we do also have Chatan there, but you know, you can't really gank Chatan because he is a Puck, and Pucks are really annoying to gank. So they're not gonna be able to find anybody just yet. We have Weaver on the bottom lane. Weaver has not left the bottom lane. Ever. Ever. He's been bottom, and he's been to the Ancient Stack, and he's probably also been to the Roche pit, okay. But he's not been on a different lane, I think. He's just been bottom and pushing and bottom and pushing. Oh, blinking forward, Shadow Strike goes there. He already does. Still has a Lifestealer in him though, and Gem of Truth set up on the Queen of Pain as well. Blink in. There's a blink out. There's a Dagon. Sonic Wave misses because the Shikushi is just too damn fast, and they're gonna stop chasing him down. Dagon did a lot of damage though, and the time lapse too risky, because then he would be back inside of the hands of a GrandFather, so he's just gonna have to deal with it for now. I have the pipe being built up by the Rubik. In the meantime, top lane is gonna get pressured out by Chatan. And it's gonna be a tier 3 tower. Slowly getting chipped away by the creeps, but here comes Aizen to save the day. Greetings? Where are you greeting people? Ah, creeps. And again, Nyx Bomb with a Dagon level 3. Our Raccoon is still fairly low on level, so they might be able to try and go for that one, but at the same time, if they do, their top lane will be pushed in, so they don't really want to do that just yet. And I think Aizen, he wants to go kill stuff. No? No more control, no more nothing. Kill stuff. It's the name of the game. And they're gonna go for that guy again. There's a Shadow Strike. Lincoln's being popped for that one, but he's too far away before the next blink. In the meantime, it is PGG gets turned to pick that vacuum back in. Gonna try to get himself out, but he won't be able to do so. Puck picking up the kill. Nice Dream Call up on the Undying. We'll be able to get away right now. Being slowed very heavily though. Mechanism being used by Natural 9. And they are looking like nothing ever happened. Tombstone helping out though. To try and keep the lane outside of the base of GrandFatherS. In the meantime, the bottom lane is just continuously pushed in. This is the moment that Natural 9 might have been waiting for, because now GrandFatherS, they are distracted by that bottom lane. They need to defend it. If they wait too long, the tier 4 towers are gonna take a lot more damage than they have so far. Yavi Domik.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No idea what he's saying. Hope it's something nice. Damn, these players are owning us in the bestest of ways. I don't know. I really don't know. But GrandFatherS, I mean, they still think they have a chance. I like it though. I love players that don't give up when they still think they have a chance, and we're gonna therefore see them trying to just take it back. They're gonna go for the Weaver once again. That goes to Lincoln Sphere, that goes to Jump Out, and the silence, and the kill! Was about time!
That was the sound of your
Nice silence, nice blink. Nice Lincoln's pop and Dagon to finish it off from the Queen of Pain. And instantly everybody backs up. So this is what they needed. They needed that momentum. They're gonna try to go for someone still. Void and silence up on the Dark Seer there. Open Wounds is gonna hit in 3 seconds, but here comes the rest of Natural 9. PGG gonna take a fall. Meg Death on the way out, but the Surge is on. And Risk once again, and Rage TP should be able to do the job. And that is a Rage being stolen by the Rubik, and the push continues now, knowing that PGG is dead. They could try to get this. They could try to take this. By the way, don't mock my pronunciation of Shikushi, but because it's actually Shikushi, I just checked. Oh, we have a disconnect from the Rubik. There we go. The pause comes out. No time! PGG says. No time. Well, that is an interesting thing to say. Specken. Nice host.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know.
Dire's top
Tunnel.
tower is under attack.
I don't get what they're saying. Like, it's like now they're finally speaking English and I still don't understand it. Gym of Crew set up on the Dark Seer. It's a different one than the Queen of Pain had though. Roshan back up again there. And we're gonna see if they can try to do something against it. I'm not sure what this Night Stalker is planning to do here though. Should be really careful. We've seen PGG getting picked off a couple of times already. I mean, look at this. I mean, like, look at this scoreboard. That's the scoreboard that you want to see. If you jumped in later, now you know what happened. Now you know how this situation came to be. 27-7, with the Night Stalker being 0-7-3, with everybody on the side of GrandFatherS, apart from Aizen on this Queen of Pain dying 7 or 6 times. And Aizen, the only one now left in the game that hasn't died yet on his Queen of Pain, and still has the Lifestealer Bomb. He's actually smoked up. Did he pick up another level? Yes, level 4. The dust is off. Weaver came through. And I want to try to fight this without the Weaver. Aizen is their ticket to victory this game, together with the Lifestealer.
Middle tower is under attack.
Here they go in. Vacuum back in though. Illuminate flying through. There's a mechanism helping out. Tombstone goes up. Where is Aizen? Aizen is on the side, picking up the Rubik. That's the first one. Soul Rip keeping up the Undying, as here comes Harakun. Wants to just pick up everything. It's gonna be Keeper of Light first. One more hit away from dying, when he won't get it. PGG though, he goes down. And Lifestealer and Queen of Pain still around here, as we do see Queen of Pain getting slowed down by that Rod of Aethel. Sonic Wave going through. Aizen He dies for the first time this game, and Macbeth will follow him in his footsteps. And that is gonna be only Keeper of the Light and Undying, keeping their heads up over the ground. And GG, well played, goes out. Good luck in the grand finals, because that is what they're gonna need. Because we're gonna see Natural 9 taking on Power Rangers, or PR, in Star Series, StarLadder, well, StarLadder Star Series, I should say, qualifiers for that last spot in Star Series. And one of these two teams that I just mentioned, Power Rangers or Natural 9, one of them will be taking the place of Asian. It's gonna be a best out of 3 between those two teams, and Power Rangers were, of course, the team to drop Natural 9 into the losers bracket to begin with. So we're gonna see Natural 9 getting some revenge. They were kinda caught off guard by a solo mid-wisp and were not able to recover.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Let's see if they can do better this game. We're waiting for the throne to fall, throne to explode, and then we're gonna jump ourselves to the next game. If you want to support me, you can do so by subscribing to my YouTube on youtube.com/SheeverGaming. You can also, of course, follow me on Twitch. You can subscribe on Twitch. You can turn off ad block on Twitch. And yeah, I think you're dead again. So you can do that, and you can of course follow me on Twitter as well, on twitter.com/SheeverGaming or facebook.com/SheeverGaming. If you want to know more about the qualifiers for StarLadder, you can go to dota2.starladder.tv and you can find all your information there, including brackets. I will link them in the chat in a moment as well. Anyways, we're gonna have best out of 3 for the grand finals for the StarLadder qualifiers for Season 5. 1 spot, 2 teams. Who's gonna take it? We'll find out soon. Stick around, we're gonna jump ourselves into the next game. Now, one note, last time that I switched overlays, my stream crashed. Let's hope it's not gonna happen again, but if it does happen, I'll be back straight after, so don't go anywhere, be right back.